Hello and welcome to This Thing's Got Problems. I'm Eric, and the thing that's got problems that we're working on today is that C-10 again because, well, I got some parts we can get started on. I'm going to focus on getting the front floor support angle bracket thing that goes to the inner rocker and the lower pillar and all that stuff gets tied together, and then it's got the brace that runs forward and backwards on the other side, and we're gonna try to get that out because it's Swiss cheese. There's nothing left of it, and I have those parts in stock. I'm waiting on the other stuff, but I figure, I was gonna do it off camera, but why not show you the horrible, completely wrong way that I will attempt to get this finished. I say attempt because I make no promises. This could be a disaster. All right, let's start, shall we? I have been drilling on these with this guy right here. These are convenient as hell, I would say. Harbor Freight, not a bad price for those. You remember last week, bullet hole. Still have one remaining, but I'm probably going to cut all that out. So, whatever. We're working on the brace that's going under here. So all these little plug welds, spout welds, plug welds. Welds that go, usual holes, and then tss, that kind. I don't know what they are, but we got to get rid of them because we got to get that thing underneath the hell out of there, because we need to put this feller, stop saying feller, it's another guy. We need to put this in. So let's work on that. I keep sweeping and it keeps falling out. She's a disaster. This is what we're going after right here. This guy. It's got to go. So I have some professional tools here. I got that. I got that. Along with, the drills. So let's see what we can get done. I can hear the comment section already. I had a comment last week before, something like that. Some dude was just like, never mind the trolls, stay positive. And I must have a setting clicked or something on YouTube that blocks out, I think it's called like the dick bag setting. Like if there's dick bags, it just blocks them out. I don't know. But guys, I worked in radio with a texting service that went to the studio. There's nothing you're going to say that I'm going to react to, because it's like, smells like troll. And trolls aren't people, so they don't matter. Just saying. But if you have some constructive criticism, absolutely. I'm all for it. But as far as this goes, this is how I'm going to do it. This is not how you need to do it. But if you never did it before, like I've never done this before, let's see what we can get done with these dumb, stupid tools here without having to go out and buy a whole shop worth of stuff. It's basically why I'm doing this. Yep. My plan is to take this here screwdriver and pry up underneath between, that brace and the floor pan. I've already drilled out the welds, mostly, I think. So we're going to find out by jamming this unfocusable blade into there and smacking it really hard with a hammer. You're not supposed to do that, okay? They tell you these things are not pry bars and they're not chisels. And the first thing I think of when I see a flathead is, why would anyone use a flathead screw? They're dumb. It's not the 1800s anymore. F it, I'm going to use this thing as a pry bar and or a chisel. And it says Roscoe. I've never heard of this brand. I don't know why I have it, but it says USA in it, which nothing else you buy anymore, Craftsman included, all Chinese crap. So at least this I know will not fly off and hit me in the eye too hard. Well, we're jamming and smacking. Smacking and jamming, right? That's in there a little bit. And I'm just whacking, smacking, breaking this stuff loose. You can see there's a little daylight in there. So, there you are. I can tell that that's loose. And this was bolted on, so we don't have to worry much about that, because it does, it's free. It's not, it's not attached in any serious way other than by rust. So I'm just trying to see what welds I need to drill on a little bit more. All the way around. Yeah. Ah, that sound? Much success. Yep. Can I have it? Can I have it? Something ruptured. Can I? Wow, she's in there. Whew. I think this means I'm king now. What I'm getting after is, see how this is separated, that's separated, that's separated. These have not. I got to go further. Focus, focus. This camera's acting weird today. Could be because it's not a camera, it's an iPhone, and I splattered it with welding hot metal yesterday, and I made it mad. Got her. Yep. It makes a great sound. You can kind of tell when you get through because it definitely changes tone. Just got in, big ass box of, well, it's a truck in a box, basically. Want to check it out? Big old box. So, what we got here? We've had supports. I bought those before. Here's your lower, loud, got all this good stuff here. And I had the supports already, and I believe, did I have this? Nope, I had the other support. So, right here, I must have had this before. I feel like I had this. This goes here. All right, so anyways, yep, you saw, yeah, this stuff we had. We had that, and had the other support there. This, I was waiting on. She goes right there. Kind of. You can tell, like, there it is, there's a significant difference, which is why I wanted to make sure I knew where this stuff goes. I've seen a method where guys use one of those, like, contour type of tools, and I have one somewhere, and we might use it anyways, just to, be sure. You press it up here, and it just follows the shape of everything and shows you where things go. But this is so different. I'm not sure how much it will help. And, is the hole in the right spot? I don't really know for sure. So it's, what I did before. I'm trying to, that doesn't, I guess it is. It's all right. This is close. Sure. Let's, I folded that back out too while I was digging around. I don't know if you saw that. I'm not sure. They thought they can get away with just that. Clearly it was way worser everywhere else. So I don't know why that was the plan. I can't imagine it got that much worse sitting in a shed since the 90s, not on the road, dry, essentially. This is how it was. I don't know. Anyways, with that, I have, this is good. this guy right here. Now, I thought these things were like 130 bucks when I got it for the other side. It's 70 right now at Auto Metal Direct. And this, if I can figure out how to, now I did this before. So you got you banging around, and then you, okay, sure. It kind of, I don't even know. What did I do here? I got this in here earlier. She fits down this way, and you see it includes the inner rocker, which is really nice because then you don't have to worry about this stuff here. Excuse me. It's already, part of it. So they'll move you around here. So you can see how much this covers. This goes up to that seam, and then you got your humps and your lumps that you line things up with. And this is the good part, because this goes all the way down into where there's nothingness. Seatbelt hole, I believe, so you got to figure that out. If you want to weld in a bolt, or I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I might just through it. I don't know. We'll see. But this is so worth it. And for $70, and you're going to pay like 15 bucks for, the massive freaking box. But other than that, pretty good deal. So there's this. We got those things there. And what else we got over here? You got your kick panel. And now that that's wedged in there, I can't really show you where that goes. It's, it'll be like that. But that goes, right there. What else we got? And then, cab corner. What the hell else was there? Oh, the rocker itself, the outer rocker. And then you got this guy right here. It does, that. So all new. It'll be all good stuff. And then, things like this. We'll patch like we did the bullet hole. And go a little bit higher up on the floor where that's needed. So I guess now the question is, now that I have everything, what's the correct order to do this in? Over there it was already wiped out, so it's just, get it all back together in whatever way possible. I want things to move around the least. So you want to lock everything in. So I still think getting the brace out so that all the holes and everything is where that's supposed to be is key to this before I start lopping everything else off. So I guess continue on with that as much as possible. And go from there. Just feels like a plan. They never work out. Here's what I'm talking about using one of these. And it's a good idea, and I've seen people use them with a degree of success. But here's the problem I have with it. You can line this up, pretty good. Do the thing that it does. All right. You can lock it in. And now, sure, you have, a pretty precise location, and this lines up with, the edge right here. So that's cool. But the problem is, where are we? Figure it out, Eric. When you go to put these together, I don't know if you can see this. This is so different. Like, I'd have to lop all this off to even allow it to follow some kind of, like, you don't get close. Like, really, see how far off the hole is there? It doesn't. So I think the Auto Metal Direct part is so different than the stock that this doesn't, it doesn't work that great. So I'm going to leave this and, keep it locked, I guess, as a guide if I need it. But honestly, it's so different that I'm not sure in the end it's really going to help. And this, I mean, like I said before, the cab has been moved. It's been thrown around. It's been, you know, not only by me and my buddies, but, you know, by the owner of this thing for 30 years. So, yeah, I think the measuring we did earlier is going to be the best way of getting close. And then, you know, hammer time. Tried asking nicely. And then he started cutting. Whew, it's hot. It's like 148% humidity. So anyway, see what had happened was I thought I was going to be able to just drill this thing out and, you know, slide another one in and then, you know, just replace part at a time. Nope. So there's a hole now, and there's some cussing. You didn't have to hear that. But let's just get your eyeballs on it. There's something that did not occur to me. This is a body mount area where you take the floor pan off, and there's this guy, you know, right there. I'm gonna have to get some pipe or something, I think, and weld that in, because it keeps it from, you know, when you bolt the body down. Did not know that. Didn't see anything about that when ordering the parts. You'd think they'd be like, you might also want. Nope, didn't see that suggestion anywhere. So I shall continue digging that out. I think at this point I can just grab some pliers. The metal is so weak. There was a certain point where you think, should I just and, you know, weld, just piece it on instead of digging this thing completely out of that rail, that little frame support, floor support, frame rail type thing. And when I cut it, it is paper thin. So no, that would have just done nothing but blown right through with the welder. So dig the rest out I shall. A hero? Yeah, probably. All right, update. I have defeated the beast. I've liberated the old, it's down there somewhere, from that. So, still gonna knock that off. But, other than that, it's done. And I believe it is worth it because, I mean, this just kind of, that will live, you know, right there, and it's a pretty decent fit. And then we make a new panel. Got to put a piece of pipe in here now because it's gone now. It's off to a better place. It's no longer with us. And I think the time it took to get right, to dig all that out of there, was worth it. You know, instead of cutting and hoping the rest of that metal was going to be decent enough to not blow through while welding. But this, I mean, you can get it lined up before we start tackling this right here. So I think that's the way to go. I mean, it's too late now. It's the way I went. Oh, What a mess. You didn't see it, but I was just viciously attacked by, I don't know what it was. We didn't have a winter this year, really. So all the weird ass bugs are out. Just, I don't know where they're from or what they're doing, but it was a fight. It's one I'm sorry you missed. Right, so I have to clean up this horrible, horrible mess in here before moving on to the next, get off of me, the next stage of whatever we're gonna do here. Yeah, it's hot. I'm on my like 5th shirt. I think we're done here for today. So, all right, moving on. Where is the broom?